What's going on, y'all? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever it's Mr. Reese, you listening to another episode of the Aunt and Uncle podcast. I am your 5'9" host with sophisticated ignorance, Uncle Poochê. There you go. Yes, it feels good. Feels good. Y'all like these chairs? I like these chairs. Feels good to be in these chairs.
Good.
But it doesn't just also feel good to be in these chairs. It feels good to be back with my partner in crime. Y'all know her, my lady, my favorite woman in the world. Let me be quiet. Baby, step up to the mic. Tell the people who you is.
What's going on, y'all? It is the your aunt, Amanda B.
Yep, that's me.
That's me.
Welcome back, baby.
Thank you. I'm glad to be back.
I'm glad to have you
It's
back,
not
baby.
the same.
Yeah, it's not the same without you, baby. I was tired of being a bad bitch last week.
You held it down.
I held it down.
P.O.P.
P.O.P. Hold it down.
I don't even know the kids even remember that.
I'm legally blind.
Oh, man.
I actually am I am blind.
You are. I'm a female.
I don't.
Bro, at one point in life.
And if y'all don't know that, you too damn young.
You're too young to talk to us. But before I go too far, thank you, Alex. Before I go too far, I love it when Alex asks about our jokes because it makes me feel better.
It does.
Nah, man. Before I go any further, let me thank Alex and Mark and the good people over at Petty Cash. You know, I love to tell people every week that we recorded Petty Cash. You know, I love to tell you guys every week to bring your ass to Petty Cash. And the reason why I love to tell you that is because it's a great studio, man. I always tell y'all this. First and foremost, they don't pay me to say that. And if they did, they need to pay me more. Just kidding. Nah, bro. But seriously, man, like, if you like our podcast, if you like me, if you like the Auntie, if you like whatever we're doing, trust and believe, bro, this can't get done without Petty Cash Studios, dog. And if you too are sitting at home and you're like, man, I want to get my podcast out there, well, bring in some Petty Cash, all right? Now, I always love to tell y'all this, okay? Make sure you have your cash right. Because just because it say Petty Cash don't mean they only charging a couple of dollars.
Right.
All right. It's a little tongue-in-cheek when they say Petty Cash, all right? Okay. But we ain't going to get into all that. Shout out to you, Mark.
It means have your cash.
But just make sure you have your cash. And Alex, thank you for making us look pretty. You know what I'm saying? And moving forward, I just want to always acknowledge the good people that watch us. I want to acknowledge the good people that are subscribed to this here podcast and subscribe to this here YouTube. But I got an issue. It's only 4% of y'all. Okay. Now, your uncle, I'm going to be real with you. I failed math my senior year. It was calculus. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. I failed calculus.
You know, most people fail algebra.
I failed that too.
That man just seagull shit on people, but that's fine.
I think in pre-algebra, I got a C minus. And then after that, I don't think I got a grade higher than a C minus in math after the 10th grade. But guess what? I know how to do a little bit of counting. And 4% ain't that much. All right. 91, 94%. I don't know how much by the time this episode drops, but 90% of y'all are not liking and subscribing and sharing the podcast. And that's not helping our pockets. What y'all want from us?
Well, you know, babe, people don't want to feel
I think y'all want to see me shake some ass. Y'all want to see me down at the stripper booty joint, huh?
Because that's where I'm going to be.
Baby, yes, they do.
Okay, well, in that case, no, I'm not going to be down
I'm
there.
like, anywho, don't give them what they want.
Okay, sorry. I mean, unless y'all going to subscribe. If y'all subscribe, I mean.
This man just there you go, wrap it up. The soul is done.
No, I'm sorry. Nah, bro, but for real, man, if you guys could like, subscribe, and share, that would be great. If you can't, because you just want to play a hate, that's all good.
Drop an emoji.
Drop an emoji,
in the comments,
please, if you're going to subscribe today. And if you haven't subscribed today, comment on why you haven't subscribed. If it's my face, tell me it's my face. You know, just tell me what's wrong. I just want to know what's wrong, you know? Nah, man, I do appreciate people who do watch the pod. I just do be wondering, like, when I see those stats, I'm just like, do I need to keep Sweat big? Like, what is it?
Again.
Yeah, you know what? You like,
you're
yes,
giving
yes,
it
Pooch.
out again.
That is what they wanted to see you do. Okay, understood.
Yes.
Maybe that's, you know what? Maybe we'll pod about that another episode with people who want to see you miserable. As for today's episode's been brewing. It's been brewing. Like that word there. Nah, man, it's been brewing because prior to last week's episode, and if you guys haven't watched last week's episode, shout outs to Winston and, shout outs to the Who Gang. We got that going on right here. Check them out. Who Sold These? That's WHO. Who? Check them out. You know what I'm saying? But prior to that episode, me and you had already spoke about today's topic.
Yeah.
We spoke about it for some time. And I was actually shocked when I asked you. I was like, damn, we haven't potted about this?
Mm-mm.
And you was like, no. And I was like, woof. Well, we about to do it today. And today's episode was inspired by two pieces of media that we recently watched. One is a TV show that some people consider a funny little 2K, Y2K rom-com chick flick.
You had to be there.
You had to be there.
You just
you had to be there. And the other piece of media is a 90s classic.
You also had
You
to
just
be there.
had to be there. And if you don't know why we're saying that, we'll explain in a second. But after watching both of these movies, I looked over at you. I'm sorry. After watching the movie, I looked over at you and I said, oh, we podding about this next week. And then after watching the TV show, which we watched right before we took our car ride over here, I said, oh, yeah, we definitely podding about this. So the TV show is, you guys ready for it? Girlfriends.
My girlfriend's my girlfriend. Hold on.
Oh, my God.
How'd it do that?
Man. Hold on. Let me be William. Like, William, come on now.
And Girlfriends is based out of LA.
It is. That's why it's hitting so hard for us.
It's based out of LA.
Boy, it's hitting hard for us.
Right?
Now, let me explain something to you. The TV show was Girlfriends.
Yes.
The movie we watched was Pretty Woman.
Pretty woman.
Walking down the street. Pretty woman.
Yeah.
I don't know any words
We
after
old
that.
as hell. Yeah.
But my thing about both those shows, it made me feel a certain way, especially as a heterosexual man. And I'll explain why that is in a second. Okay. As a heterosexual man, I feel like if you are a black man and you are interested in dating a white woman in a fantasy world, you should watch Pretty Woman. And as a person who is not black, if you want to date black women, or at least you want to date what you think black women are like, you should watch Girlfriends. And as a human being, if you watch either one of those pieces of media and you take anything they portray as literal, then you need to be checked into a damn nutty house.
Right, get away from me.
Because people are not like that. Okay? Okay, let me back up. Look, Alex like, well, yes, they are. Okay, let me stop.
Because that's what made Girlfriends scare the hell out of me.
Let me stop. Because that ain't even the subject. We jump in the shark here, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a beautiful part of a good convo.
Yeah. Because I ain't even really got to today's topic. I just said those two things inspired today's topic.
I mean, hell, maybe we switched to Rooney.
Yeah. Well, allow me to retort.
Yeah.
Okay. If you know what movie, you just laughed at what I just said. But allow me to, reiterate that today's topic was brought on because of those pieces of media. And I must say, today's topic is about parenting. Yeah, we should play the transition.
We'll be like, but Hunk,
yeah,
what are those two things have to do with parenting?
Well, I'll tell you right now. Have you ever watched anything on television or met a person or just been working at a job and you thought to yourself, I don't know who let them become a parent?
Yes.
Absolutely. You work in the mental health field. So
I
also
grew up in a trailer park.
We gonna get to that in a second, baby. Stop ruining the episode.
Well, that's why I made the sound.
I know.
But the mental health for sure. Because all of those folks in there have children.
It's the craziest thing is to me, I don't know if kids even know about this movie anymore. Me and you grew up on it because it was on TV all the damn time. But there was this movie called Idiocracy. Okay? And to me, Idiocracy has one of the greatest openings in movie history. Now, it's satire, so, you know, a little bit of what I'm about to say is tongue-in-cheek, because I gotta say that because, you know, people be DMing me now, and
They do.
They be thinking everything I'm
actually.
saying is literal, and I'd be like, if you don't go watch the whole damn episode.
Actually.
Yeah, well, if you would look at it.
Well, if you would actually.
If you just watch my
If you would
episode.
actually watch the whole episode.
Exactly. But in Idiocracy, it opens in, for the most part, it's showing the difference between two types of couples.
Mm-hmm.
And for the people who know the movie, they know. But for those, I'm going to explain real quickly. There's one couple, we're going to call them couple A, and we're going to call another couple B. Couple A, with all due respect, just country bumpkin ass rednecks. Okay? Couple B are some smart white folks. Hey, I ain't write the movie. That's what it was, okay?
I mean, it was.
It was. So with couple A, they showed how the redneck, dumb white guy, he just kept producing children, you know, because that's what he did. He just kept producing them. Where the smart white folks, they kept waiting for the right time. And what made me always laugh when I think about this movie, because it kind of affects us, is that there was never a right time. The man in the smart couple dies before the right time. And the woman's left on her own without a partner, and she too dies. And so essentially 2 smart people die, right? And the dumb guy just produces so many children that the world is eventually taken over and populated by dumb people. Idiocracy. Right? And that's how that TV show and that movie affects parenting. Because my black ass and yo half black ass watched both those things, and we said, I don't think I want to be a parent. I don't think I'm built for parenthood.
I mean,
tell me you didn't watch Girlfriends or Pretty Woman and say, I think adulting is ghetto.
I absolutely was terrified. I was more terrified of Girlfriends, obviously, because when you're young, I didn't know what the hell Julia Roberts was doing.
Absolutely.
And I was a teenager.
And the movie's called Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman, and she's a pretty bitch.
Yes.
So I'm like,
yeah, she can't be doing nothing bad.
She a baddie.
Yeah.
So when we rewatched, I watched it on the plane when we was traveling one time, but when we rewatched it as in our 30s, because that was my first time watching it in my 30s, I for sure was like, oh my God. Because then you feel bad for Julia Roberts, because her little 22-year-old ass is outside.
Absolutely.
And
that's where the parenting comes into me with rewatching Pretty Woman, because you know, with all of her quirks, all of her personality, all of her kicks, the character that Julia Roberts plays in Pretty Woman is in that position because she had bad parents. There's no way a woman of that value. People
clutch their pearls right now.
I said it.
Appalled and flabbergasted.
Yeah, say what you want about me, bro. That movie is one thing that's really cool about that movie is that although it's rom-com, it's hugely fictional.
Yeah.
Hugely fictional. And I think when we rewatched it, one thing I loved about the movie that I think a lot of people probably don't even remember or overlook is that there's a monologue at the beginning that's really quick where that black guy's like, welcome to Hollywood, where dreams come true. Where dreams come true. You can be whatever you want. And so he's literally kind of
ends with that.
Yes, exactly. And it ends with that. So he's kind of putting 10 on 20, like letting you know, like, yo, this was all a dream. Tale. It's a fairy tale, right?
And if you think it's realistic, drop it in the comments of
if
why.
you think Pretty Woman is some realistic shit, if your mama was a pretty woman, let us know. Now, you ain't got to tell us what your mama did. Or if you do want to come on the podcast with your mama and tell us what you did, hey, let's do it. But nah, that's why I like Pretty Woman, because like in reality, at the end, they let you know this ain't real. Okay. If you're paying attention. And so for me, I'm like, I know it's not real because respectfully, and I know I'm being very facetious because we'll get into that in a second. I don't give a damn what people think. If people think so much about it, watch the podcast more. People comment, people. But nah, I just don't believe that she would have been that perky of a person if she had. I'm sorry. I don't think she would have been that perky of a person in that situation if she had good parents. Is what I'm trying to say.
I mean, I don't agree.
I know you don't, and that's why I'm saying it. Exactly. I ain't saying it because I want you to agree.
I mean, because I don't agree.
Yeah.
Really like.
Yeah. Why don't you agree?
I don't agree. I think she still can have a good personality, like, and be into some bad shit, like, because you saw she was over there running with that raggedy girl. That girl was raggedy.
Absolutely.
But you say she was running with that raggedy girl because her parents was bad?
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. I'm not
I
saying.
don't know, because I used to hang out with some raggedy girls, but they had some good parents.
Yeah.
I can only say that about like 2 people, but
Yeah. And how good were your parents?
I don't have parents. What's a parent?
Yeah.
Dad? No, I don't know.
Tell the people the story.
Which one? What do you mean?
Tell the people the story.
What story? About the guy? Well, no, because this boy in elementary school thought he was just eating me up. He just thought he was...
Whoa, you better use a different phrase.
Oh, my goodness. He thought he had really told me off.
Thank you.
And hurt my feelings.
I'm just saying, people put in files for eating up children.
Lord,
you do not want to use that phrase.
He thought he was disrespecting me by saying, your mama. And, I love you, girl. But I said, my mama's a crackhead. Ha. And then he said, your daddy. And I said, don't know him. Ha. And he was like, I was like, try again, bitch. Like, I don't know what you're trying to hurt my feelings.
And that's what I'm trying to say. The power,
not good.
The superpower of parenting is if you have good parents, in my eyes, you are deemed to overly compare yourself to those good parents. If you have bad parents in my eyes, well, I'm not saying you're going to be a good person. No. But you ain't got shit to compare yourself to. So that's where...
basically like I was raised by an upstanding, blah, blah, blah.
I am on the polar opposite of Auntie. We've joked about this a bunch of times. I was raised with both my parents. I was raised in what's considered middle class. I was raised to be able to be lucky enough to go to private school with all 3 of my siblings at one point in my life. That does not mean that I am a perfect individual, because I be fucking up. Okay? And I got 2 parents. That's why I'm sharing for you. That's why I share my opinion with you on Julia Roberts being the person she is, because she has bad parents.
I mean, yeah, because she kind of had to make herself.
She had to make it.
She said she was like around all the little neighborhood people.
She had to make it herself. If she had good parents with that type of characteristics that was shown in Pretty Woman, I feel like if she really, really was put in a situation to win, she would have just been like, oh boy, Richard Gere. She just been fucked up with money.
Yeah, because then I was going to say, well, that man ain't no better. He has no soul.
So
he's like, hello.
So I just
you are a prostitute.
All right, so let me
I have money.
Let me bring this back around again. I don't think that having 2 parents in your household, or knowing both your parents, because you ain't got to have them in your household. You know what I'm saying? Knowing both your parents do not make you a better person. There are plenty of people who come from a 2-parent household who are fucking terrible, just like you said. And I believe they're terrible because they do got 2 parents.
So what is your level of Julia Roberts and Pretty Woman? So if she had good parents, she would have not been a prostitute still?
If she had a good parents, she would have been like the woman at the beginning. She would have
just been like a gold digging hoe and not busting like the woman at the
beginning who told Richard Gere that she wasn't fucking with him no more.
Yeah, because he made it all about work.
I don't think having parents or not having parents is going to make or break a person being a good person. I think people choosing to be parents for the sake of...
No, just to be like a little mini me. Yeah, because obviously, like, I know all about that. All my motherfucking people around me.
That's a no for me.
And obviously, I have friends who are really good parents.
And
right?
that's great. Like, you notice how I'm not shaming a number of kids that parents have?
Yeah,
No.
It's literally just you as a parent.
That's it. It's it. Again, like, my parents did all they could for me when they could for me, and I still went out and did shit I wasn't supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? I am my parents' son for better or for worse. You know what I'm saying? But that does not mean that I always made what some people would consider a 2-parent child decision.
Right.
And that's why I don't like chunking things up to people's upbringing.
I mean, I guess you could, yeah.
You don't know how people were raised, bro.
I mean, because the TV show could raise you, right?
The TV show, which one?
A TV show like Girlfriends.
So let's get to that. Where Girlfriends scares me with parenting. So if Julia Roberts and everything is a fantasy in Pretty Woman, right?
Yeah.
Girlfriends is a cruel motherfucking reality. Because in Girlfriends, like you said, like Alex alluded to, thank you, Alex, there are people who are truly like that in real life. Now, where good, Pretty Woman is a little far-fetched because Richard Gere picking up somebody off Sunset right outside,
right, like
and
right
then taking them back to his room and the
Beverly.
Yeah, the Princess Diaries lady comes. The Princess Diary dude comes and helps her out. Yeah, I don't agree with that. But in Girlfriends, the homegirl who's a bum and never got no money.
I mean, this is all that
the homegirl who thinks she's too good. The homegirl who got pregnant in high school and who really don't love her dude like that, but that was like her first love.
Right.
And then the homegirl who got it all.
But don't got no man.
That's reality.
And a list. Don't forget the fucking list.
Let me tell you something
about
that damn list. The bitch that has
it all always has a list.
I ain't think about no motherfucking dating
My
list.
God.
And luckily over 6 years, because thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you, God.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. But to think back to a time that I had to compete with a woman's list, I don't know, man. It makes my ass itch. You writing down some shit you felt at 16.
Right.
When you saw Bow Wow.
I think if you
say, let me hold you down.
Well, I think you should continue to update your list if you're going to have a list.
The man did this.
He did. And that was everything. We did that. We all did that.
I ain't do it.
His daughter laughed at him. And I was
upset.
Like, oh.
I wanted braids. Anyways.
Anywho.
I'm just saying with the funny part being Girlfriends is more of a horror movie watching it in my 30s.
Oh, to watch it, to rewatch it in my 30s?
Girlfriends in my 30s.
I'm even more terrified.
The show is not a comedy. It's a fucking horror movie.
It's a horror movie because I watched it in my 20s and I watched it again in my later 20s.
So you watched it when you ain't had no man. And now you're watching it now that you got a man.
Yes.
I'm sure that's
I watched it while I had no man, while I had a roommate that had no man.
Yeah, I was two single ladies.
And there was so many reasons why you didn't have no man though. And I was like telling you this TV show.
That's crazy. See, when a TV show start telling you about your life,
that shit was scaring me.
It is something.
Tony scared me.
Yeah, luckily there's certain TV shows I feel like I can't ever relate to, and that's wonderful. Like when people be like, watch The Wire.
Well, I didn't relate to. I mean, I related to it because I was like starting to get older, and I'm like.
No, I'm just saying, like, it's just good that you couldn't relate completely to the show.
Yeah, the people around me was scared.
Yeah, no, because like if you could relate 100% to some shows, it's scary. Like, would you want to relate 100% to Breaking Bad?
No, I would never.
I'd be so scared.
I would never.
If my life,
I wouldn't want to be anything single one of them motherfuckers.
Breaking Bad.
Absolutely not. I wouldn't even want to be a fly on the wall.
We have to do an episode about like what TV show reality we rather live in.
Absolutely.
You know, all of my TV shows would have to be after 1970 for obvious reasons.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But nah, I think watching for all of you who don't get that joke.
Shut the hell. You don't want to be on Good Time.
No, absolutely not. I don't want to be on Sanford and Son. I don't want to be on fucking Good Times. I want to be on the fucking Jeffersons. Right. Matter of fact, I want to be George Jefferson in real life and actually liking women. Because I don't understand the relationship. You see, I had to put that on there, right? In real life and actually liking women. Because even his relationship with his wife makes me be like, clearly. Like, people be like, did you know George? Clearly. Did you see how he treated his wife?
He did not like her.
He didn't want her. That's why he's being so rude.
And then it's like they think they slick writing that shit.
Yeah. Now they're trying to say because he was short.
Yeah.
But we going on topic. Sorry. We gonna talk about that shit in another episode. Put it in the comments if y'all want to see that episode. We making y'all work today, damn it.
Emoji.
And by everybody, we talking about you, Eric, because we know you're the only one watching at this point.
And you, girl, Javelin, my girl, Yessie.
And Yessie. Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think what's hard about watching Girlfriends now is just seeing how difficult dating is made by ourselves. Yes. Like we as humans make dating so difficult. I was told so many times by married people, right?
Yeah.
When you meet the one, sounds cliche as fuck, but when you meet the one for you, you won't know, you'll just know. It'll just happen that way.
Wow, I never heard that. That's great. That's beautiful.
Well, that's wonderful.
That was beautiful.
That was beautiful. Nah, man, I heard that multiple times, at least by two different people I respect that are married. One of the people is my father, so I was like, okay, I get that.
Look at that.
But I always did not believe him.
Right.
I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Because don't be trying to hallmark me, bitch.
Well, Nah, also, like, what do you mean I won't know?
You gonna know.
How do you know but don't know? And I mean, they were 100% right, because I remember the moment I knew I wanted to marry this lady. It wasn't I knew I wanted to marry her. I just know I wanted to marry you. Like, I was like, oh, okay. I don't even remember how I even asked. I don't even remember how I even brought it about. I think I just said, like,
we talked about us getting married before you proposed. I just didn't know you were gonna propose.
Oh, I just knew I was. I was like, you ain't leaving me.
You got me.
Yeah, where you going?
You got me.
Where you think you're going?
I was like,
yeah.
Where'd you go?
Yeah, where you going?
Sorry.
Nah, but that's why I kind of get upset about girlfriends now, because it's like, obviously it's a TV show and it's made to watch. I'm sorry.
It was made in the early 2000s as well.
Yeah, made in the early 2000s, but then also made for us to, critique and come back and rewatch, because that's what TV shows are, right? You can't make things perfect, because if it's perfect, people ain't going to watch it.
There was a time I couldn't watch the whole Girlfriends through and through. They didn't have that shit on Netflix for me.
I could imagine. But nah, I just think that it is interesting watching people struggle on their own for their own, like, self-sabotage.
Yeah.
And so how does this affect with parenting? Now, I made a statement earlier that, I'm sorry, Auntie made a comment earlier that I was alluding to that hits me in the chest, and I know is going to probably offend certain people when they watch this, but as my grandpappy used to say, if the shoe fit, wear it. Okay? So I'm going to say it. Some of y'all don't need to be parents.
Oh, yeah, I say that all the time.
Some of y'all got kids. And man, if you could return them to the store, I know you would. And guess what? We wish you could too.
I do. Let them.
Some of y'all was just trying to do it for the gram.
Oh, yeah.
Do it for the vine. And just do it nasty one time. And slipped up.
And like, again, slip up is a slip up. But it's about how you act. Once you take that responsibility to pop the motherfucker out.
Absolutely. I don't think children making requires love making for those who understand what I'm trying to say. But if you're going to bear a child because you chose to make adult decisions with a human, I would like for you to at least be responsible towards said child. Now, notice what I just said there. I didn't say shit about you being good to the mom or to the dad. Because that's subjective, brother. I don't know. I have no idea what good is to you, But at least be there for the child.
I mean, be there.
I am not speaking to anyone specific, and I am speaking to everybody at the same time. But knowing that you're not a good parent, but hopping on social media where attention is currency nowadays, you can make yourself look like the greatest parent in the world.
I mean, them people, there's documentaries on them people, them little YouTube families, them little fucking Kate plus 8.
I can't believe that shit.
Great job.
That shit is so wild to me because, again, growing up in a household, the oldest of 3 taught me so much. My parents, being who they were, showed me that I knew I wanted to have a wife. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like, man, I know I want a wife. But my parents being who they were and me being the oldest of 3 showed me I don't want no damn kids. I don't want no kids at all.
And see, I'm an only child.
You see? And that ain't no dig at my siblings.
Yeah.
That ain't no dig at my parents.
No,
it was just like
reality.
It was my reality. Yeah. I saw it. It was just so much work.
And that was in the early 2000s where it wasn't even
I mean, and my parents were attentive. You see what I'm saying? Like, my parents was like in our lives. You see what I'm saying? And I used to be like, well, damn. Y'all don't get no days off. I don't like this. I want to sleep. And so I just knew. I was like, I don't think I'm fit for this, And that's why I find it to be funny because, like, I had, quote, unquote, good parents. You see what I'm saying? I had good parents and I still didn't want to have children. That did not inspire me to be a parent because I take parenting that seriously.
Right.
This shit ain't no joke to me, bro.
Well, it ain't like you can be like, you know what? Because I mean, a girl on the gram right now, she was celebrating dropping her daughter off at school. And her daughter will be picked up by her adopted mother. And she will not see her daughter anymore because she was tired But the little girl was 7. So I'm like, so I was just like, God dang. She was like, the daddy ain't in the life. She gonna go.
The beauty of that.
Goddamn.
The beauty of that is at least hopefully that young girl's going somewhere with somebody that she is going to receive
that
love,
wanted her.
That wanted her. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have kids because I truly never wanted them with anyone but you. And then I got with you and we started doing things in life. And I was like, I don't want this to change.
Well, you know, Seth Rogen and his wife are just immaculately happy.
He
talks about it all the time.
I remember the day because when we first started dating, I wanted children and I told you I wanted them on a multitude of occasions. But it was like with every month, I was like, I like us. And I never thought to myself of like wanting to add more. Like adding more never sounded like a positive. And that's not to take away from anybody who has children. Again,
it's your decision.
It's a decision that I feel like works best for me, my personality, my temperament. Because again, like my issue with parents and parenting is not people having children. I hate children. Children are terrible. No, my problem with parenting and people having kids are that you're not ready to actually be a parent.
Right. And it's like
you treat it like a fucking badge on PS5 that you got for unlocking a code for having so many kill streaks on Call of Duty.
It's like they 2K player.
That's what I'm saying. Like your kid ain't your my player.
Yeah.
Like what the listen, man. Again, see parenting however you want to see it, feel it however you want to feel it, but just understand that kids need humans to be attentive. They don't just need you making cute little reels with them on the internet. You see what I'm saying? They don't need you just matching outfits with them when y'all go to the mall. Children don't just need the newest Jordans. Okay, they need to be read to at night. And that's where I get tight about parenting because, like I said earlier, this shit ain't no easy job. This ain't no easy smoke. So don't bring your ass around here thinking that like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna have this kid and you know the village gonna help me take care of the
village,
kid.
If that's your business with the village, that's your business with the village. But if your kid got Jordans on and they can't read next to my kid, obviously, hypothetically, get your kid away from my kid. Or my kid's gonna be nice because I'm a nice ass person. They gonna try to help your kid read.
What I'm saying is the fact you stupid. What I'm saying is the fact that I know it takes a village, and it does.
It does.
But thinking that the teacher is supposed to be the one teaching your kid.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You see what I'm saying? The coach is the only person supposed to be coaching your kid. No.
Yeah.
You the most important person.
You're being more of a provider.
Come on now.
And that's not enough for the frontal lobe of the child.
As a young boy, man, let me tell you something. I thought to myself, I could be whatever my dad was. And that was good and that was bad.
Right.
Because unfortunately, I thought that literally to the point where like if my dad was a damn space cowboy bank robber, I would have tried to figure out how to be a goddamn space cowboy bank robber. My dad was a Super Saiyan. I would have tried to figure out how to be a damn Super Saiyan. And again, this is because children need people in their lives. They need good influences. But with that being said, man, they also need people who want to be there.
Right.
Okay? I just got to drive that home because over here at the Aunt and Uncle podcast, thank you, baby, for being back. We like to, go down a list of things. And this week is no different. Just this week is going to be a little bit personal because I have 5 questions that you are not supposed to ask couples who are childless.
Because I'm
tired.
I got told that I'm going to have a child today by my client.
Oh, man.
Just shout out
Why
to her.
Why are you speaking evil of our lives? I'm just kidding.
She said, you got some babies? I said, no, ma'am. She said, you're going to have one. You're going to have one.
I be like, is that a threat or a promise?
I be like, especially your old auntie. She going to be like, wow.
Like I don't know. Like, I feel like after you said that, I just heard woogie boogie, nigga.
Yeah.
Boogie boogie.
Get to going.
Yeah, like she did this afterwards, huh?
Right. Until you make me some kids.
You make until you make me some kids.
Get away from me.
That's what I do over you when you sleep at night.
I said no, bitch, but I really
I really want the children. That's so funny because that's actually one of the questions. We'll get to that. So yeah, 5 questions on what you shouldn't ask couples who are childless. The first question is super, obvious. When are you going to start popping out some babies?
And you say it just like that.
I want y'all to know
you
something.
are so disrespectful, by the way.
Do not walk up to my wife and ask when anything is popping out of her vagina.
What's going on with the popping?
Just using the word popping.
I don't want nothing
to
popping.
my wife.
I don't want nothing
unless you asking her what's popping.
Right.
Stopping. Do not ask that damn
Me
question.
And my husband.
Yeah, like what the hell? When you gonna pop some kids out? Like they some damn pumpkin seeds or something. Like
they be asking us this at cannabis events.
Bro, they do. That shit be so awkward. They be like, hey,
I
want to eat the cherry gelato. I want to, I want 7 grams of this. And then they go, and I want you to tell me when you're gonna have your first kid.
I would like you to name them after me.
That'll be $45.
We take all forms of payment.
Please get the fuck out of my face. Nah, man, this shit is real in the field, bro. That shit be getting on my nerves. I understand why y'all ask that question. My wife's a good looking motherfucker. I ain't too bad myself, But with that being said, y'all want to see what it looked like if we, brought this 75% black baby into this world. And I want y'all to tell y'all
76.
76, sorry. I want to tell y'all some. Unless y'all got some money, shut the fuck up.
I mean, go fund me, huh?
Yeah, go fund me. Give me some money, honey. All right, moving on.
We're going to see petitions.
I know, hon. Put it in the comment section if you think Auntie and Uncle should have kids. Put your pussy lips on fire. I give you $1,000. If you guys don't remember that video, sorry. Shout out to Boosie.
Moment of silence. I did a moment for Boosie.
Okay. The next question was something you alluded to earlier. Doesn't your spouse want them? And that made me laugh because, as you said earlier, like I say I don't want them, but I truly do. I want to say this.
That's such a trope. You
should know if your spouse wants kids.
You should talk it out
before you get married.
Yes.
And in TV shows, or I'm only saying TV shows because only in TV shows I can imagine that you are raw dogging it with somebody and you don't know if they want children or not, or y'all ain't came to an agreement or not. Now, you just gotta be some simple-minded motherfuckers.
I ain't.
Or you just gotta be a short bus rider. And shout out to my short bus riders because we love you.
You know what?
But what in the hell? How are you gonna convince me that you don't know your significant other does not want kids? So again, I don't think people who marry people who don't want children are making smart decisions.
I think some people don't have good intentions, and I think some people are just careless.
Now, you right about that because I did know somebody. I knew somebody previously.
People have purposely said like,
I met somebody who had an aunt who married a man who lied about having a vasectomy.
You told me that,
yeah. And he claimed that he didn't have one. And then when they got married, the woman was like, okay, let's start having kids. And he was like, I actually had a vasectomy. So, that I do know that is a thing. I do know that. But I'm just saying like, nah, bruh. Like I'm not for the victim blame. I'm just saying get to know your people before you guys be putting rings on it. And have that conversation. Because kids
don't
is a huge deal.
A Tony Child.
Don't be a Tony Child.
That bitch said yes twice.
Yeah. She said yes.
She said yes.
Another question. Who's going to take care of you when you're old? Now, this question always makes me giggle, wiggle, and jiggle.
I feel like people who eat frozen burritos every day are concerned about that.
I feel like if you are looking at your children as a retirement home plan.
Yeah, like what the hell?
I want you to wake up every morning for the rest of your life and stub your baby toe.
That baby toe.
On the corner.
And bruise easily. I hope you bruise easily.
I want you to hit your baby toe on a corner. Because what type of sense does it make to bring a human into this world
to solely
take care of you? That don't make no sense, man. Now, listen, I don't think taking care of your parents is a problem.
No.
You see, I have to be literal about everything.
You have to, because they're going to be like,
man,
what's
no, bro. Take care of your folks. Like, your folks take care of you, you take care of your folks. I do understand that there needs to be boundaries in certain things on both sides, but the idea that my parents made me to be at their beck and call when they boo-booing on themselves. Now, again, if you want to do that, if you have the ability to do that, if you have the skills to do that, then yes.
Right. But also, like, when you are getting older, it's also your responsibility to maintain your future because you've built yourself here.
You knew where I was going with that.
Now your kids are building their life.
Respectfully, in a perfect world, this is how I see it. And I know the world's not perfect, but I build my children up. I have a successful career. I get to a point where I've made myself healthy enough in my later years that if I do need assistance, that I can afford said assistance. Because my children, like, there's professional care is exactly that, professional. Like, the people who take care of the elderly, shout outs to y'all, okay?
Right.
I worked in medical recruitment. I know how hard it is to work with CNAs and
CNA,
LVNs
shout outs to the CNAs
and RNs and whatever, you know what I'm saying? These doctors, your uncle used to have a different life, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't always this young fly debonair person you see today, you know what I'm saying? I had day jobs, okay? Nah, but in doing my day job, I saw how difficult those people's day jobs were. I saw how serious that crap is, okay? You can't just take care of a person who is ill part-time. Like, nah, man, like, that's like around the clock assistance.
Unless you have a village.
See what I'm saying? So I just don't like the idea that you did. And then on top of it, it's difficult to see your parents in that state. You know what I'm saying? So I just out of hoping that I can spare trauma to my kids,
right?
I would hope that I could spare myself some assistance on top of their assistance. That's all I'm saying. But if if you have the ability to help your parents in your later years in life and their later years in life, do what you feel is right. Moving on. Are you just worried about pregnancy and labor? It goes by before you know it. Now, this question, I didn't think of.
I already acted like somebody asked me that question.
But I thought to myself, right? Because this is obviously directed at a woman, you know? And I just thought to myself, like,
what is that?
Yuck. What the hell? Why would you tell a woman that labor just goes by like that? They said that shit like labor ain't nothing but a fart in the wind.
I mean, for some women it is.
Yeah, but
it be the women whose pregnancy was 2 minutes and then your shit, you got preeclampsia.
I have no idea what pregnancy must feel like, nor will I ever. Okay. But I know some women say their pregnancies are a little bit smoother or easier or whatever, and I know that. But still, to me, pregnancy will always look like that scene in the movie Alien, when that alien popped out that nigga's stomach. Okay? That's what I view pregnancy to be like. All right?
Sorry to all my pregnant friends.
Yes.
Right now.
Sorry, y'all. But that's what pregnancy looked like to me. Just, So you telling me any way that wasn't painful?
It's a life.
That's
growing in your body.
Man, that's crazy. I would never think to tell a woman that you shouldn't be afraid of pregnancy.
But then it's just like you acting like it's just a moment. Like once the baby's born, like it's fine because it didn't hurt.
Yeah,
you should just have this kid.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for any woman who was asked or told that stupid shit because that sounds dumb and you did not deserve
also,
that.
Just stop asking questions.
Well,
don't know people's situation. But ask me with the next appalling question that I know.
Yeah, 2 more left.
It's like the people that ask you to touch your hair.
Yes. Facts. You know, I lied to y'all. I said 5, and this is 6. Y'all don't know how to count. So, forgive me. Or don't. Moving on. 2 more. What if your parents hadn't had you?
Ooh, let me tell you.
Okay.
What is that?
Okay.
Well, they did though.
Like Waka Flocka, okay. Insert Waka Flocka meme right here. Like, okay. Like
right, literally, hold on, let me do the
like, okay. Like if Keith Sr. and Phyllis LaShawn Johnson didn't have me.
Dang.
Yeah, well, check them out.
Well, they owners of a grocery store, so you know their name.
You know, I was about to say that. They owners of a grocery store. You're ever in East Sac, check out their grocery outlet. Shout outs to you guys, Black History. But if they hadn't had me, then
I wouldn't be here.
I just wouldn't be here.
And you wouldn't be watching my podcast.
And that's it. I don't got no opinions on that. Actually, now that we're saying this out loud, I know what they're trying to insinuate. And what I'm going to tell you here, if you didn't automatically already assume this about me, I think people have a choice. I'm going to leave that at that.
We're going to go
if
around
you can't read between the lines of what I just said there. Okay? So, yeah, my mom and dad chose to have me. What if they didn't? Okay.
Well, if you don't have kids and you're married, comment below.
Yeah. What's your opinion on that?
We want to know.
Yeah. What's your opinion on what Unc just said? Just remember, you chose to click on this podcast, or somebody sent it to you because they thought you like it.
And we are appreciated.
And we do, absolutely. All right. So look, the last question. Actually, I added it because the last question automatically annoyed me when I read it. The what if your parents didn't have you?
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, I saw this last question because it was initially the list was 10, right?
Oh, you cut it, yeah.
Yeah. I got this from Google. Shout outs to Google.
Google, because we still like you, Google.
Yeah. Why everybody chat GPT?
You still matter.
Yeah, I Googled. I used to ask Jeeves. That's how old I am. Anyways. Exactly. She's like, ask Jeeves. Nah, bro. So the last question is actually my favorite because it was the only one that kind of made me feel a little bit emotional or made me feel a little bit some way because I was like, when you put it that way, But the last question was, but you be such great parents.
Oh, yes, I've heard that.
Yes.
I've heard that. Because I've obviously been, where I'm called the aunt, obviously, but I was like, a girl in high school used to call me mom.
For me,
you'd be such
yeah,
a good
I call myself aunt. Man, I have a nephew. Shout out to you, Jalen. But I called myself aunt before I even had a nephew.
Yeah.
Because being an older brother always kind of put me in like a dad situation, but not being anybody's dad and kind of not wanting to be anybody's dad, made me be like, I think I'm cool being an uncle. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can send them to your uncles, nephew, send them to your uncles for the weekend, but I'm sending his ass back on Monday, or send them to your uncles for the summer. For the summer, you see?
For the summer. Yeah.
But we sending your ass back.
School shopping.
And that always sounded cooler to me. It always I always was like, you know what? I enjoy embodying being a temporary parent. And that's where the reality of not being an actual parent doesn't sting as much. Because again, I know who I am. I know my limitations. I know my expectations. I know my reality feels better this way. Now, do you ever think, what if? Absolutely. Especially when you're with a woman you love, right? But again, like I said, it's what I feel like my reality feels better in. I'm not going to just do something.
Right.
Because
everybody doing it, or I feel like I'm getting older.
Yep. Come on, you know what I was going to
That's not fair to me or the kid.
Nope. No, absolutely. No.
It's my responsibility to remain healthy if something happens.
Yeah. No.
But like,
Well, also without I can't end the episode. I'll bring this up, man. The world is expensive.
Honestly, and those are shout outs to all my friends.
Man,
that are
I believe if you have kids in 2026 and moving forward, you are some of God's bravest, strongest warriors.
And they're continuing to populate the world.
I'm so proud of some of y'all.
I am.
For continuing to give this world life, because this world's scary as hell, y'all.
Yeah.
I mean, Earth is ghetto. Okay. We are in some scary ass times, ladies and gentlemen.
Shout out.
All right.
Yeah.
So literally thinking to myself that there's some of y'all who are still finding, love or love enough for the world that you are willing to put somebody else on this world. But me, no, absolutely not.
I think that you're also making sure that we are not judging people with kids.
Absolutely.
And it's crazy. Yeah. The people that have kids judge people without kids the most because TikTok has taken over. Man, and when I tell you there's a video going around and she was like, people that don't have kids just don't understand how much free time they have. And I'm like, shot word, right? But you don't know what I got going on, nor do you know my goals. Or my future life,
or the pressures, man.
Yeah, like that's yes.
I hate the idea of the fact that because we don't have children, people don't think we have societal pressures,
and they think we have money.
Oh my Lord!
Oh, he has money.
Nah, man. I swear to God, bro. It woos me. Like, what do you think? Like, do you not remember a world before them kids was your world? And okay, I know that's probably a lot asking because I don't have kids, but
that is people gonna come on here and be like, "Shut the fuck up."
People gonna come on here and swear I'm capping over the fact that single people just be running their mouths, and I'm like, nah, bro. I gave you 52 minutes at this point of your just dudes and saying like, hey, good for you for being a parent. It's just not for me. But you trying to judge my life when you don't got it no more, B.
Some people do a really good job to maintain life.
Yeah.
With their kid and they have a balance. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's all you're saying is
But regardless of if you again, you can have a social life and have children. I didn't mean it that way. But what I'm trying to share is that no matter how you cut this cookie, it ain't never gonna crumble the same. Okay.
It's also not 9 to 5 where everybody has to have a goddamn kid.
No, and for my thing is, it's just like when you shape it right. Neither one of us truly know either one of ours reality. So I admire my friends with kids reality from afar.
Parents take care of their kids.
Great, but on the real, I have moments where they tell me, "Well, shit, I like to be where you at." You know what I'm saying? And there are days where I see some of my partners at football practice with their sons, and I'd be like, I like to be where you at. But that's what I'm trying to say is as long as you're accepting of your reality, everything's cool. It's the people who want, I'm just going to use the open phrase.
Twilight Zone.
Well, it's the wanting to have your cake and eat it too. Wanting to still live in a life that, resorts to making you seem like you were kidless when you got mouths to feed. Why you just didn't remain kidless, bro?
I mean, again, like you said, we don't know their reality or thought process because we've met people who have kids who were 12. We didn't know them 12 years ago. Shit. But guess what? They make sure they take care of their kids.
As long as you take
but
care
we
of
know
kids.
People who do not take care of their kids and run their mouth so much. You run, but you don't watch your kid run.
Okay. Motherfucker run more than Carl Lewis.
All right.
Before we get out of here, you got anything coming up you want to tell the people about? Got nothing.
I don't, but you can go ahead and always follow the aunt. Amanda B _. You can always follow Night Shift Gals. Okay, you can always make sure that you're still supporting the page. We have some things coming, but lives. Go and you need to subscribe and share.
Please do. Please. I am begging you. Now, does that feel better?
And tell us how you feel about parenting in the comments. We're being serious.
I definitely want to know. Am I being too harsh? Because y'all can tell me to shut my punk ass up if you want to. because I don't got kids.
People tell us to shut up already. They were mad about the power couple.
I mean, yes, they were, but
and that's fine.
Kiss my black ass. I know more about Prince Harry than I alluded to.
Yeah, they were really mad about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle.
Meghan Markle.
Hey.
Meghan Markle. I appreciate if you guys would go back and watch those episodes as well, because again, we at Petty Cash and the Uncle podcast, we appreciate that. You know, we don't. You ain't got to just watch it once. You know, send it to a friend. Send it to a friend. If you know a nigga who drive trucks, send it to that nigga. He need to listen to something while he driving. He need to do something besides hanging out with them lot lizards.
You need to stop.
Okay. All right.
Bye.
Bye, y'all. We'll see you next time. Peace. Middle East.